Hey, 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 everyone. It's Jennifer with DP Addiction Adventures, and I hope that you are having a fabulous week. And it's Thursday. Sorry, you still have one more day left of this week. It's not Friday. Psych. You still have to get up tomorrow. You still have to go to work if you are working, or do crafting, or go for a walk, or whatever you do on a Friday morning. But I'm glad you're here tonight. Thank you so, so much. I'm glad you're here. So welcome, welcome. Hi, Crafting with Mary. I'm so glad that you're here. Happy Thursday night. Hey, Sue, welcome. So tonight we are going to talk a little bit about PTSD just for 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to have an amazing scavenger hunt, and I have two prizes to give away. One is from Distracted by Diamonds, and one is a diamond painting coaster set of 6 from Diamond Art Club. So one will be for the hashtag replay crew from last week, and one will be for those who are in the live chat. So I hope you guys are ready to rock it out. And then we have our wild scavenger hunt, which I promise you, I just pulled things from the last 15 minutes from my craft area, and you guys will do the same, and you'll see some interesting things that are craft related, but yet are a little bit outside the box, and see if you are twinsies with me and what we might have in common. But don't worry, if you don't have it in common with me, it's okay. So, what's been going on this week with you? A lot's been going on with me. It is budget time at work, and I am blessed because I only have one budget that I have to deal with, where many of the other directors have 2, 3, and even one has like 16 budgets to deal with. Crazy. Well, maybe not 16. That's a little exaggerating, but more like 12. And I have one. However, I basically have to find 25,000. Doesn't sound like a lot when the agency is big, but our department, I have to find $25,000 by next week to see. So I'm like, if anybody knows a foundation, or anybody just has random $25,000 laying around that would like to support a really good cause, let me know. I could write a really awesome grant to outcomes and expenditures and all the fun data, and let you know. That would be fantastic. I was messaging back and forth with one of my friends who actually used to have the job I have. She used to be my boss, and now I'm in her position. But we're still good friends. And she's in a different position with the state. And I messaged her. I was like, hey, you wouldn't just happen to have $25,000 laying around? And she messaged me like this, like crying face, and said, actually, I'm looking for $25,000 too. And so then we started sending each other like kid pictures, because she has young kids and I have little man. And then later she's like, by the way, did I send you this grant opportunity? And I was like, I don't think you did. And so she was telling me it's actually up to $25,000, but it's due Wednesday. I'm like, fantastic. Monday's a holiday, and I have the day off on Tuesday. And my company, you have to send it to your VP, which is my boss. Then you have to send it to legal, and then you have to send it to finance. And then once finance approves it, then you can send it to the grant people who run it through for grammatic's sake, and then you can send it to the person. And I'm like, how am I going to write everything out today, which I had back to back to back to back to back to back to back meetings, and write this thing out, then get it to my boss who has back to back to back to back to back to back to back meetings because it's budget season, plus all the crap we do. It's not crap, but all the work we do. And then she get it to legal, who then gets it to finance, who then says yes to get it back to me, who then I have to get it to the grant people, who then would review it, who then would send it back to me on Tuesday, but I'm on PTO or time off, who then I would get it back to the grant people by Wednesday. It's like, whatever. So I was reading through it and I realized if you're with an agency that makes a certain amount of money, that agency has to do a 25% match to the donation. I was like, crap, there's no way I'm going to get a match. But I came up with this fantastic idea to elevate a thing that we already do. So we already pay out $30,000 a year for interpretation because we are a outpatient mental health refugee program. And so we already have to pay out interpretation. So I was like, oh, let's do a project that involves interpretation because then we'll get money for the salaries for our clinicians who train interpreters on trauma-informed interpreting. And we're already paying interpreters, so we'll already have the match, which is well over 25%. That's over 100% match. So I don't have to work to find the match money. It's like, whoa, mind-blowing. Yes, let's do it. So I ran that by my boss real quick. She had like 30 seconds, and she's like, sounds like a plan. Write it up, and we'll meet tomorrow. So I was typing as fast as I could between 4:15 today and 5:15 today and wrote the whole proposal up, and I have no idea what I typed. So I'm going to go in tomorrow early and see if anything I wrote up made sense, and tweak it all before I present it to her. And we'll see what happens. Go team. And doesn't even mean we'll get it, but maybe, cross our fingers, maybe. If we do get it, we've for sure saved the program for 2 years. Yes. So keep your fingers crossed, people. Keep your fingers crossed. And if you pray, pray real hard. Hey, Courtney, good to see you. Hey, Gail, I'm so glad you're here. Matt, I know. Are you looking for 20K too? I'll send you the link. Hey, Robin, welcome. Linda is in the house. Hey, Jen, so good to see you. Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Exactly. So and that was today. Let's see what other fun stuff happened. Did my daughter have a soccer game this week or was that last week? I think it was I don't know. She has so many games. I don't know when that happened. Look at my calendar. Oh dear. Going to Ohio for my grandmother's 93rd birthday. Okay, yeah, that was this week. It was a really hard game. They lost. It was a hard game to watch, but that was okay. 20K even. Okay. All right. Matt, if I find any, I'll let you know. Even 0.2, even 2K, whatever. All right. If I find something, I'll send it your way. Oh, yeah. So Monday we did a soccer game. And that was it was that hour plus out of town. So we did that. And then Tuesday, my husband had something out of the house. So it was just little man and I. My daughter was home. Yeah, so she had fun with us. And then last night was so funny. My son decided he would only eat. Hey, Rebecca! He would only eat his he likes this chicken apple sausage, and he decided he would only eat the chicken apple sausage. We cut it up, and not the stuffing because he loves stuffing, but he only ate the chicken apple sausage. And then tonight, he decided for the leftovers, he would only eat the stuffing, not the chicken apple sausage. But he wanted the mini blueberry muffins. So he went and grabbed the box off the counter and started shaking it. And then he stuck his hand through the little hole where it all folds in together in the bottom. So he stuck his hand in it and pulled out the bag and was like, muffin, muffin, muffin. And he was like running around the house with it. So I'm like, are you a carbaholic tonight? You don't want any protein? Yeah, we had Buffalo Wild Wings because it was the Thursday night deal. However, we did not do the Thursday night deal because it's actually cheaper to get 2 of their baskets, which is 10 wings with fries. So we get 2 of their baskets. It's cheaper to do that than a buy one, get one free of the 10 wings. And then we substitute the fries for the potato wedges because the potato wedges are much better than the French fries by the time you get it home. Just FYI. What did you guys have tonight for dinner? I've been craving salads lately. Chick-fil-A has a really good salad and you can substitute a lot of things. So the other night I had a spicy chicken salad with strawberries and apples, and it was really refreshing. Sounds like my nephew. Never know what he will eat. No animal kick for like the 3rd time now. Chicken nachos, leftover Chipotle. Yay! That's like my daughter. I think she's going to turn into a Chipotle. Good thing sausage is made from sausage. Exactly. Exactly, Matt. It's kind of like those funny not commercials, reels where people talk about being vegan, but then they eat certain things that aren't vegan. And you're like, I don't think you're vegan if you eat that. I don't make fun of vegans, but I make fun of the fact that you think that makes you a vegan. Oh, goodness. Goodness. I ate Little Man protein chicken in an air. You ate Little Man? You ate Little Man? What? Protein chicken in the air fryer and a piece of bread. Hey, I don't have an air fryer, but I've heard good things about them. I did break down like 6 or 7 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, and got a Instapot and absolutely love it. I will not go back. The only time I use my crock pot now is when I need a bigger option or I need more time. Like I know I'm going to work and I'd rather have it cook all day instead of having to come home and have it instant. McDonald's has McNuggets, not chicken nuggets. He would never eat a chicken. He'll eat a McNugget, but not a chicken nugget. Oh, that's funny. Oh, goodness. Oh, Rebecca loves her air fryer. There you go. Rebecca, I'm almost done binge watching you, so you better tell Karen Reed she needs to speed up because I only have 2 episodes left and then I'm caught up. And I'm caught up. Okay. I didn't freeze. I was just seeing if you guys thought I froze. I was playing a little game. Ever done that? Freeze? See, I wasn't even breathing. Isn't that cool? Oh, Charles. Well, will you just get on it? Tell them you're gonna come to their house. Okay. I do you want to hear okay, for those of you who are bored, I'm sorry. Do you want you probably will all think I'm crazy, but do you want to hear my absurd assumption or thoughts on the Karen Reed case? This is what Jennifer thinks may have happened, but this is all fiction. This is my wild tale. What 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 may have happened to make all the facts not in facts fit. So don't crucify me, okay? I think she was so out of her mind drunk. She got mad at him, went into an emotional rage. And when you get the feels, it's scientifically proven that you can have, when you're intoxicated, a type of amnesia when you go into a rage mode. I believe, see, Sue's on it with me. I believe she hit him. I believe he fell. That's where the knee got busted. That's where his head got hit. And then I believe she took off. I believe she forgot. He got out of the car and forgot that she hit him. And that's why she was calling him a million times because she literally forgot that part. Number one, because it was yeah, I believe she had a blackout. I believe it's because she was angry. She had too many emotions. She had too much alcohol and all of the things. Okay. She went home. That's why she called him a million times because she literally forgot what went on. Then I think the dog was let out of the house because there's a lot of people there. I think the dog found him. I think the dog probably attacked him. The dog could have stepped on his face. Maybe that's why he got the scratches because when my dog would play, she liked to put her butt in our face and she liked to have her back feet around our face and her front would play with our hands. Like when we would have our toys, that's how she played sometimes. So I think the dog probably attacked him while he's laying there. Now, the reason I think his head hit so hard is he's intoxicated. He didn't stop himself from falling. So when you have a 200 plus pound man, I'm assuming that's how much he weighed. I'm assuming he was muscular of some sort. You're not going to catch yourself. You're just going to dead weight fall. That's why he hit so hard. And I thought it was cement when Rebecca, when you said something, I didn't think it was the lawn. So that's why you would have that. That's why you would have scratches on your face. If the dog's stepping on his eyeballs and it's a German Shepherd, he's going to bruise on his eyeballs, right? He's going to get scratch marks on his face because the dog has claws on his back legs too. He's biting on his arms. Then I think the dog gets called back in because it's no fun. He's not moving. He's half dead. He gets called back into the house. I think Brian drives by. I think he stops because he sees him half dead there. He gets out. He goes, I'm going to leave him there because it serves him good. Gets back in the car and drives away. Don't think he did anything to him, but I don't think he helped him. He moves on. That's what I think. I think the reason that the tail light was both on the ground and on top of the snow is because when she came back with all the rigmarole of driving back and forth, the taillight probably kept breaking, right? It's blowing, like you said, 40 miles an hour. So it broke the first time, but then if the wind keeps blowing and she drove back, what if pushing on the car, the door opening and shutting, her crying, leaning against the car? I don't know. What if it broke some more? They're all parked in that area. That's what I think. So I think she hit him, she blacked out, she drove away. The dog came out, used him as a chew toy, hind legs in the eyes, on the face, went back into the house. I think Brian drove up, saw him half dead. That's where you get the 4 a.m. Well, I'm just leaving him there because I don't care about him. I hate him. Drove away. I don't know. That's my absurd story of how all the facts could fit. And I think the police didn't care either. I think they kind of knew the story, so they hid it. I think the police suck. I think they should have I think they should have photographed things. I think they should have put little signs up. I think they knew the dog attacked him. I think they knew all the ins and outs. And they didn't want to get caught knowing, oh, yeah, I knew my dog attacked him. I knew he was out there. I think they knew this, but they didn't do anything about it. So they could have gotten charged for, I don't know, like when you know something, but you don't respond, but there's a charge for it. I'm not in law enforcement. But anyway, that's what my assumption is of what might have happened. Anyway, that's all she wrote. But I do think Karen Reed had something to do with it, but I honestly think she doesn't remember. Yep. Terrible police work, right, Matt? I wouldn't want them on my case, that's for sure. That's for sure. Which leads me into the topic of PTSD. And boy, there's a spectrum of PTSD. I've had a couple people when I've said, man, that gives me PTSD, they've come up to me and they've said, not knowing that I'm a therapist, and rightfully so, they've spoken their mind, which I am very glad people feel empowered. But they've come up and they're like, well, you don't know what PTSD is, and stop taking it, flippantly. And I agree to a certain extent, but when I do say that, I literally do mean things. When I say that, it does cause me PTSD. So what most people know that PTSD is a flashback of something from your past that bothers or disrupts you right now. PTSD cannot be diagnosed unless it's happening 6 months after the event. Anything before 6 months is like a stress-induced response. So after 6 months from a single or a reoccurring event, if you're still experiencing the disruptive flashback memories that bother you, that's when you can be diagnosed with PTSD. And PTSD can be a feeling, it can be a memory, it can be a flashback, it can be a physical response, it can be a mental response, it can be a plethora of things that happen when we're triggered based on something that happened from our past. That response or that trigger does not have to be an event that is like a war or a horrible accident. The event has to be something that we felt endangered us in some way, or we saw someone endangered, or we thought someone was in danger. And that danger can be physical, or it could be emotional, it could be spiritual, it could be mental. So there's also a plethora of ways that that danger could come across. Um, so that trauma, that danger that happens, um, could be something like illness. If somebody gets severely um, ill from food poisoning, that is enough to have a type of PTSD. So, an example might be this is like a small t, so small trauma. Um, let's say you had food poisoning. It's not bad enough that you think hi, Momo. It's not bad enough that you think you're going to die, but you want to, right? Because you're like sick out both ends and you're weak and you know, you just are miserable for 1 to 3 days while it's getting out of your system. But let's say it was some sort of Italian dish that did it to you. Now, anytime you smell a certain seasoning, you just feel like you want to vomit, okay? And you just are nauseous and you have a flashback and you're having all the feels, and you might get grumpy, you might need to leave the restaurant, or you might need to like leave the house or something. That could be considered a trauma response or a PTSD type symptom. Um, there's I know a symptom of I got hit by a semi truck, and I still to this day, when I am driving and a semi truck is driving next to me, um, get a little anxious. Now, I do not have any more flashbacks or I would not say I have PTSD from it, but the first year or two I did, because I would have like a literal flashback of that truck hitting me. I would see what happened right in front of me. And it took a while for that to process through. Um, so there's different levels of PTSD. So you can have what you see on TV, like the actual images, the visions, but then you can have levels of your heart racing, anxiety, panic attacks, um, different types of flashbacks because your body remembers. So it's an awareness of what level you have and what you need to do to process through that, because you can process through PTSD and help lower the symptomology. Okay, so you may never be able to get completely processed through. I don't ever like to say over things. All right, we want to respect what we've lived through. We want to respect the process. So I don't like to say get over things. I hate that. Just get over it. Get over it. Just get out of bed. Get over depression. No, seriously, people, that's not what life is about. I like to say to respect ourselves and to help process and live the journey, work through the journey. Sometimes it's steps forward and one step back. Sometimes it's one step forward and 3 steps back. We never know. But why does PTSD not go away? Many times it's because we're not respecting the feelings. We're not respecting the thoughts. We're avoiding them. And we've talked about this each time we've talked about a subject. We want to lock that thought or lock that memory away. Many of my clients have been through, you can, an attack can come on subconsciously if, for example, going anywhere, I have to know in advance to talk myself into going. I can't just pick up and go. I have shortness. Exactly, Susan. Great, great example. Thank you for sharing. Um, my clients have been through war. They've seen people killed in front of them. They've been through some sexual abuse. They've been through a lot. And so just to tell them to get over that or to forget about it. And so they just want to lock that up. They're like, okay, I'm in America now. I'm not back there in my country where the war is going on. So everything's okay. Everything's fine. I'm safe. No one's going to break into my village. Nobody's going to burn it down. There's no guerrilla soldiers in the jungle that are going to come and kill us. And then they'll wake up screaming in the middle of the night or just they're like, "Why? Why won't this go away? Like, why can't I have this sense of safety inside that when I'm awake, I know I'm safe, but I have like this internal feeling of never being safe." And what it is like when we're born, we were not created to understand evil. And so when evil happens to us, whatever you believe evil is, when evil happens to us, there's nowhere in our brain for it to be filed because our brain was created to understand color and the beauty of how food tastes and the beauty of love and compassion and kindness, not murder and um, hurting each other and lying and torture. Like there's nowhere for that to go. We have to learn that to understand it. And so when we try to avoid it, it just lays in our brain like a messy room. There's nowhere to file it. And so when we talk to somebody, whether that's a therapist or a friend, a confidant, a spouse, a sister, a pastor, a priest, like somebody we trust and can process through, we create a file in our brain. Similar to the file in our brain that knows what an apple tastes like and looks like, knows what the color yellow looks like, knows what the feeling of the sun feels like on our face. And we create this file of where that memory can go of what it felt like to be hit when someone hit us or what it felt like to see something we should have never had to see as a child. And so we honor that memory and say, I'm so sorry you had to see that. You never deserved to see that. And we honor that person inside us. Like as a little boy, like I'm now an adult man and I'm sitting with you as that little boy inside you. And I'm here. I'm going to make sure that you're not alone. And instead of locking that little boy in a closet, you're putting him in a like an area he deserves to be in with honor and respect. And now that memory or that evil that happens has a place, a file in your brain instead of being spewed all over the floor. So now when you're processing in REM, when you're sleeping, which is when your brain processes and it's filing things away, it has a place to file that memory instead of continuously throwing it around the brain. So you wake up and have a bad dream, or you wake up unable to breathe, or when you're processing through the day it flashes through your mind. It has a place to sit, a place to rest, a place to feel safe. And it takes weeks, months, sometimes years for that memory to feel safe in that file, but at least it has a file to go to, a place to go to. And so why doesn't PTSD go away? Why doesn't the memory go away? Many times we are our own enemy because we try to avoid it. And by avoiding it, we're actually causing it to continue to come back to us. Like my son, who's 2.5, he's going, "Mommy, mommy, mommy," like open these muffins, "Mommy, mommy, mommy." And until I get down on my knees and I look at him and I say, "Hey, little man, what do you want? What can I do for you?" And then if I open the muffins and I hand him the muffins, he smiles and he runs away. And then I get 10, 15 minutes of peace. And if we do that for ourselves and for the memory, we get some peace. So take what you want from that. But I hope that helps. I hope you find somebody you can help process, and I hope you can help that person, those feelings inside you, find rest. If you do struggle with PTSD and you find someone you can talk with and confide in, because you're worth it. You really are. Okay. So let's switch over into something so fun. Hi, Bunny. Yes, I was going live tonight because I won't be available all weekend. All right, so this is the bag of goodness. Peekaboo, I see you. Okay, so about 10 to 15 minutes before I went live, I sat in my chair to make sure that everything was reachable, and I grabbed some things that were not quite diamond painted related, and were just a little bit outside the box to see if we were twinsies. So for hashtag replay, you guys can play too. This is not run around your house and try to find it. This is not, hey, I might have that upstairs, or oh, I have this in a drawer. This is, if you can put your hand on it, you can say you have it. Okay. So we're going to go. This is thinking outside the box. This mental health awareness, crazy fun scavenger hunt. So the last scavenger hunt was more diamond painted related. All right. Let's see here. Is everybody ready? You guys still alive out there? Give me a thumbs up or an emoji if you're still awake out there. And take a drink, and then we're going to dive in. All right. Looks good, everyone. Looks good. Okay. The first thing I'm going to pull out is anything with a tassel. Do you have anything with a tassel? So it doesn't have to be a keychain. It could be a bag with a tassel on it, a purse with a tassel on it. It could be a little change purse with a tassel on it. Anything with a tassel. Move the chair closer to my shelf. Nice, Matt. Or you could do your go-go gadget stuff. Yep, bookmark, anything. So you guys is the honor system, so you can keep track. Tassel. All right, I did not count up how many things I had. All right, here's something here. Some sort of twinkle lights. So this is an LED strand of twinkle lights. I think I bought this at Dollar Tree to supposedly put in some sort of fun thing. I don't know. So it's a strand of, this is a light thing that you, so twinkle lights. I told you it was a little bit out there. Twinkle lights. Okay, so this is a drink cozy. A drink cozy. This one's from Enabler's Outpost from back when they came to our retreat. It can be any drink cozy. It can be on a reef. That's good, Jen. Doesn't have to be in the packaging. A drink cozy. A drink cozy. It's a drink cozy. Drink cozy. I told you this is going to be a little bit difficult. R2D2. I think Jen M and I are going to be way too much of a twinsies here. Okay. My bestie, Crafts with Crashly business card. This can't be any other business card. I mean, if she had a different one, you could, but it has to be a Crafts with Crashly business card. Crafts with Crashly business card. Bonnie's like, me, I have it. Yes, yes. Mary, you don't have a Crafts with Crashly? Did you throw it out with the bathwater? A little spoon. A little spoon. Now you could do a scoop. I will take a scoop. I will take Momo. It can't just be somewhere. You have to be able to put eyes on it. You have to be able to put eyes on it. If you open your drawer and you see it, I'll count it. And I'm okay if you look across your desk and you can see it, I will count it. But you have to be able to like touch it or be able to see it within like a 3 to 5 foot radius. It could be a little scoop or a little spoon. Otherwise, I'd have all these if I counted. It's somewhere. All right. Something with googly eyes. Okay, this little penguin has googly eyes. So something with googly eyes. Except I don't, his eyes are a little stuck, but it's the thought that counts. Yeah, Bonnie, me too in the kitchen drawer. Yeah, I don't know if like Lizzie glued his eyes or something. Susan, if it scoops something, I'll take it. If it's a mini scoop, I will take it. Something with googly eyes. Googly eyes. All right, I did this one just for Rebecca. Oh, yep, squiggly eye. They can be in a bag, Amy. They can be in a bag. They do not have to be glued on to a person. I will take that. A picture with googly eyes on your son. I will take that. I have my Get Your Weird On pen. There you go. There you go, Bonnie. Okay. This one is specially for Rebecca. A painted rock. Now, I will take if your kid painted a rock for you. It does not have to be a pretty painted rock. If your kid painted an I love you rock, if they gave you a rock they painted in school, or your grandchild gave you a rock, but it has to be a rock with paint on it. A rock that is no longer in its natural form. It must have some sort of paint on it. You have one you painted for your garden. It's a carrot. Well, there you go. But is it in your garden or is it in your craft room? I like the fact that it's a carrot. I got some painted black. You got some painted black. That's great, Linda. I love it. What are you gonna I just asking, what are you gonna do with your black painted rocks? Are you gonna paint something else on them or do you have a special project? Well, Mary, that would have made you should have it because that would have hit two birds with one stone, pun intended. Well, there you go. That's awesome. I love that, Linda. This I did, was it last year or the year before? I think it was 2 years ago. We did these at our craft retreat. You guys, I love this. I'm learning so much about you. Okay. Now, something with your state on it. So I live in Michigan. So this is a keychain with the state of Michigan cut out. So it specifically doesn't, hi, Deborah, it doesn't have to be a keychain. Okay. See, I'm trying to be good. I'm being very gracious. So if you have a mug with your state on it, or if there's any Canadians in here, like Linda, it can be your Providence. Or if that you have a magnet with your state on it, or a diamond painting, or a pen, or a whatever, something with your state on it. Your bills. Well, do your bills have your state on it? Like cut out? Do you cut your state on your mail? Your mail has your state on it? Not the word. No, not the address. It had the shape. It has the shape of your state. Wow, Amy, the shape of that's awesome. There you go, Jen. There you go, Sarah. Your driver's license, that works if it's right next to you. That's great. So, yes, I'm giving you guys grace. Come on. Sticker, there you go. Stickers work. Keychains work. Mugs work. Cups work. Driver's license works. Notebooks work. And not the word. It can't be the word. It has to be the shape, like a cutout, a picture frame, something. All right. These two are going to be a little bit harder. Something with Golden Girls. I love my Golden Girls. Something with Golden Girls. I'm a Golden Girl fan. Golden Girls. Golden Girls. Love me some Golden Girls. So if you're a Golden Girls fan, yay! Robin! We can be Golden Girl twinsies. So this is sheets of paper. I think they're Post-its. You're supposed to write on them, but I don't know what I would write on here because you couldn't read the writing. So it must just be like, hey, I'm going to like put this Post-it note that's going to act like a sticker. I don't know. Anyway. All right. This says Bob Ross, but what I mean by this, there's happy little tree mints in here. So I just meant some sort of mints. Some sort of mints. So they can be candy mints, they can be lifesavers, they can be not candy, they have to be mints. Okay, so they can be the lifesavers and the single, like they can be lifesaver mints. but they have to be mints. So they can be the Altoid type mints. They can be the Lifesaver mints. They have to be mints, not gum. Good try, Sue. But they have, yeah, they can be Altoids. They can be Lifesaver mints. They can be like the little candy with the red on it, the little candy cane mints. They can be, I don't know, but they have to be mints. Whatever you guys think of mints. Oh, Mary, that's okay. That says 9 tins of mints. June, it has the word mints in it, Jen, so we'll count it because it has the word. I don't know. If I didn't count the gum, I don't think I should count junior mints. I'm sorry. I take that back. I was being hard on Sue. I should be hard on you, Jen. I'm sorry. I need to be fair. I need to be fair. All right. Random keys. I have no idea where these keys go. You guys can know where your random keys go, but they can't be like your house. You can't just pull your keys out of your purse or your wallet or your pocket and go, oh, I have keys. These truly are just random keys that were in my drawer. So, I mean, if they're random extra keys that were in your craft drawer and they're just extra keys, okay, you could know where they're at, but they're just random. I think one of these might be my parents' house, but I'm not sure. They could be filing cabinet keys, but yeah. Mentos mints I'll take, Susan. Random keys. There you go, Robin. Random keys. There you go, Mud Nuts. I knew somebody would have random keys. I'm not the only one. I feel so much better. Matt, did you just drop out? Did you never mind? Bonnie's like, yes, finally something. I've got it. Yes, I have a wad of keys. I have no clue what they go to, but as soon as I get rid of them, I'm sure I'll find a purpose. Hey, Mickey! Matt, here's one for you. A hair accessory that is not a ponytail or scrunchie. These actually are still left over from my wedding 23 years ago. These are the hairpins that were in my head when I got married. So they don't have to be bobby pins, but something that goes in your hair that is not a ponytail or a scrunchie. Yep, it can be a head pin, butterfly clips, claw clips, be anything but ponytail or scrunchie. Because I know we have that laying around everywhere. All right. Paper clip? Well, if you put a paper clip in your hair, Matt, and you wear it more than once a week, works for me, Mutt Nuts. If it's there, silver hair clip, there you go. You can still use it. Doesn't matter what you bought it for. It's a hair clip, Linda. It works. Matt, you didn't have mints? I thought maybe you might have mints. That's okay, Koopy Kai. It's all right. I thought you might just be on a hot date with your hubby. It's okay. All right. Lip gloss. Last time we had chapstick. This is lip gloss, not lipstick, not lip liner, not chapstick, lip gloss. Lip gloss is on a stick and it goes on, yeah, and it goes on your lips and it's all glossy. Lip gloss. Lip gloss. Okay, just a couple more things. You might have this, Matt. Cheez-Its, there you go. Cheez-Its are good. A random animal that is not alive. A random animal. Do you have that, Matt? Some sort of animal. An animal that sits like an animal friend. No, I'm not talking like a cover minder. Like this actually has to just like be, no, not a cover minder. It has to be like a friend animal that sits in your craft area and keeps you company and says hello. So it can be acrylic. It could be stuffed as long as it sits there and says hello with you in the craft area. So if you have a stuffed animal, Sue, that sits here somewhere and keeps you company, that's fine. So, but it has to be an animal. And it can be a whimsical. So it can be like this is a reindeer. Hello, I'm leaving. Matt, yours is alive. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Hello. Don't leave, Linda. I'm kidding. All right. So, the last one, this has to do with my potato story. I don't know how to like describe if you have this or not. So, I'm just going to say something in your craft area that makes you laugh when you look at it. Something in your craft area that makes you laugh when you look at it. So this is my pet potato and pet toilet paper roll. So it can be old Scooby-Doo bobblehead, Susan, for the character. So something that makes you laugh might have a story behind it, but when you look at it, it just brings back, this is like to counteract our PTSD discussion, but something that makes you laugh or brings a smile to your face or brings this good memory or something. So when you look at it, you're like, oh, I remember when. So something that just brings you joy. I'll put this stuff back while you're answering. There you go, Mary. That's perfect. That's perfect. And I'm hoping everyone who loves their area when they craft is able to find a yes to that one. That's why I wanted to end on that one. Where's the rest of my stuff? Get it all? All right. Well, I hope you had fun with that. Hi, Jen. So good to see you. My glass bottle from a drink someone dared me. Oh, Sue. Courtney, that's great. You still have your Cheez-Its. That's great. Your sleeping animal didn't take them? Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Wasn't super crazy, but it was a little outside the box. So it was a lot of fun to be here with you guys tonight. So we are going to go into our drawing. Let me see how many of you put in comments for last week. I didn't see a lot of comments, but let me see what we're up to. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, because I don't see a lot of comments for last week, I think I'm going to have you guys comment this week. And we'll do the giveaway next week because I want to give people a chance. When this live is over, if you could comment, or the hashtag replay crew, make sure you comment on what item in your craft area was what would bring you joy. So I'm going to use Matt as an example. Maybe he'd do hashtag Cheez-Its, okay? Or I would do hashtag potatoes. So, or hashtag toilet paper. So the item that you would have picked for the scavenger hunt that would bring you joy, do the hashtag and then put it. Gooey guy potatoes are still haunting you. Oh, goodness. And then you will be in the running for this coaster set, and I will give this away next time we meet for those who comment on this live that we have tonight. But wait till we're done and then comment in the actual video comments down below, not in the live that we're talking in right now. So tonight, what we're doing is we're giving away this. I've not opened it before. I'm going to open it now so you can see maybe what's inside. This is from Distracted by Diamonds. And what it is you're going to get a mirror set to diamond paint right here and all the tools. You're going to get Hayride Patty Wax. Yay, Sue! You're going to get Crystal Dazzlers, 1,000 of them. And then you're going to get this cute little pouch. And inside the pouch is another little patty wax, super sticky. So you'll get a normal patty wax and the super sticky. There's a washi tape and a sticker in here. And then there's this cute little 3D butterfly. And it looks like, I don't know what it is. You could put a little dot on the back and make it a sticker. I don't know. So that's everything that will be in here. I'll put it in a better bag because this bag is really cheaply made. It's like a China bag. So this is the prize for tonight. It's a really cool prize. And it's like a compact mirror, which, Matt, if you win, you don't need to be a girl for the compact mirror because it's really nice to have a mirror in general, even if you're not needing to put on makeup. So, okay. Let's see here. Giveaway tool, live stream. Let me present this. All right. Hashtag joyful. So if you would like a chance to win this prize, please insert into the comments on the live stream. You could, Matt. You very well could. You're right. I apologize. Hashtag joyful. I'm a female that I don't wear makeup. Make sure you enter again, Jennifer, because I think the U turned into a Y. I want to make sure you get into the running. There you go. Good job. Hashtag joyful, 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 we adore you. Da, 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 da. Sorry, my brain. It hasn't shut off yet today since I woke up. I have to pack. Once I get off this live, I gotta pack help my husband pack our son. Not, I shouldn't say that. My husband said, um, pack our son. I was like, oh, we're gonna pack him. Now it's stuck in my head. Pack his clothes and then pack our clothes and all the funs. All the funs. You're gonna leave it on for us? Oh man. I'm sorry. My friend called me from Alaska. She's having a really, really rough night and she was being rushed to the hospital. And she was just asking for prayer. And so my heart is praying for her all night with a heavy heart. And so I texted her back and I was seeing like, God is bigger than the boogeyman. He's bigger than Godzilla or the monsters on TV. She's like, oh my gosh, I love that song. I was like, all right, you need to sing that all the way to the hospital because that's your motto right now. It's like, oh goodness. Anyway, all right. Oh, you'll pass the prize on. Okay, fine. Yes, Veggie Tales. Hey, Lily, so good to see you. All right, hashtag joyful. We got about 10 more seconds. Make sure you enter in for the prize. The prize is this compact mirror from Distracted by Diamonds, including a patty wax, including these beautiful crystal dazzlers, including there's a cute little bag here that has the extra sticky as well as some stickers. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the draw button and let's see who wins. Here we go. Oh, Mickey! Congratulations! Way to go! So, Mickey, if you could email me at dpaddictionadventures@gmail.com, your name and mailing address. I will do my absolute best to get it in the mail tomorrow before I leave the state. Otherwise, I get back Monday night and I have Tuesday off of work. And so I will put it in the mail on Tuesday because Monday's a holiday with no mail. So please give me a little bit of grace. But I will do my absolute best. If you get it to me tonight, I'll try to get it tomorrow before I leave the state. But if I can't get it, I will get it out on Tuesday. So hopefully you're okay with that. All right. Well, thank you everyone so much. And remember, if you want to be in the drawing for the coasters, once this video ends, please come back in and in the comments, put hashtag and whatever in the scavenger hunt brought you joy. Put in what that was. And then next week when we meet, we'll do a comment picker on this week's video. And the person who gets picked will get the coaster set. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for spending your Thursday night with me. And I hope you have a fabulous weekend. And for those in the US, have a fabulous Memorial Day. Until next time, be blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.